Okay, so welcome to game week 5. We have Shamant on seat 1, Sani on seat 2, Movin on seat 3, and Sangeet on seat 5. Can just get started. Okay, Shamant, your directs. 1 second. Okay, so what is the geography of Mars known as? It is 10 letters. It is named after the Greek counterpart for Mars, the Roman god of war. Change the last letter of the Greek deity to the middle letter of the acronym of the official name for Mangalyaan, that is India's first mission to Mars, to get the first part. 4 letters. Five seconds.
It's a areomography.
I'm sorry. To Sania.
Pass.
Moving.
Harisgraphy.
I'll prompt you.
Areography.
I'm sorry. Sangeet.
Areography. Areography.
Areography is correct. So this is a curveball kind of question. That's why I gave you the additional tangential clue, because it's not straightforward. Right. Yeah, this is a map of the Mars with 1 kilometer. Now, second. So this paper deals with the differences between two substances which are used interchangeably in lay language and even among scientists. Although there are several differences between the two, generally they are differentiated as something injected into the victim or delivered as a result of an action by the victim. The former is produced only in living beings, generally in gland, while the latter may or may not be from living beings and can be artificial or mineral origin. Identify both.
Is this
Raman, are you
we get
frozen?
stuck.
Okay.
Yes, he's in a. Yeah, but
the difference?
Could you repeat that?
Toxin and poison?
I'm sorry. Sania?
Venom and poison.
Yeah, this is indeed venom and poison. The biological one always being the venom, and the poison can be of mineral origin too. And secondly, okay. Yeah. Third, so tents are temporary homes used when going on a hike or other outdoor activities. One of the most common material used nowadays to make tents is XY, that is 7.5 liters, which is a lightweight Y fabric with interwoven X reinforcement threads in a cross-hatch pattern that prevents the spread of tears. They may be waterproof, fire-resistant, and may have zero porosity. So Y was developed in World War II to replace silk and parachute production. Identify XY if X is a port-value word.
Pass.
Tanya?
I'll pass.
Moment.
Pass.
Sangeet?
I'll also pass.
Okay, this might be a tough one.
Um,
This is rip stop.
line.
Yeah. As in it prevents tears, and you can also
Nice.
see it in newer clothes, right? It prevents continuous tear of clothes. Now, Sania directs. The blank one diet was first introduced by doctors in the 1920s to 30s as a therapy to control epileptic seizures in children. Russell Welter coined the term blank one diet that increased the level of blank 2 bodies in the body through an excess of fat and lack of carbohydrates. This diet, which has recently become popular in fitness circles for its benefits in muscle growth and fat loss, leads to serious digestive problems, and people end up gaining weight once again after they're off this diet. Name this fat diet.
Keto.
Yeah, we'll fetch you points. So keto or ketogenic.
Ketogenic.
Yeah. Second, Beijing National Stadium, nicknamed the Blank, was the largest venue for the 2008 Summer Olympics, while the stadium used an astonishing 42,000 tons of steel, becoming the largest steel structure in the world. It also had sustainable design features that included natural ventilation, maximized use of daylight, rainwater harvesting techniques, geothermal pumps, and solar PV power generation, identify the nickname.
Bird's nest.
Could you repeat that?
Bird's nest.
Yeah, correct. Bird's nest. Third, the fact that it is impossible to construct a septagon, that is a seven-sided polygon, and trisect a 60-degree angle using compass and straight edge, that could be a scale or a ruler, has to do with whether a polynomial is solvable. Name this branch of mathematics, or the French mathematician and political activist it is named after, who died at the age of 20. He lived from 1811 to 32 in a duel.
Dupont.
Could you repeat?
Dupont. DUPIN.
Sorry, Shraman.
Pass.
Movin.
Galua. GALUIS.
Correct. So the pronunciation is hard even for me. It's like Galva or something like that. Yeah. Everest. Yeah, Galva. Your first question. I'll just play this. Okay, your question is, your audio was audible, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the European Space Agency's mission to comet 67P Churyumov-Gerasimenko in November 2014 resulted in the release of the sonification of the low-frequency oscillations in the comet's magnetic field, scaled by a factor of 10,000 to make them audible. This resulted in the comet being dubbed the Singing Comet. What is the name of the space probe named after the blank stone which helped decipher the hieroglyphs?
Rosetta.
Correct. Rosetta. This is the model of that probe. Second, Moro da Maneira, slum in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, has an innovative project to eliminate their soccer field without drawing from the conventional energy supply. This is possible because of 200 tiles developed by the British startup Pavagen that laid, or Pavagen, I'm not sure of the pronunciation, that laid underneath the AstroTurf soccer field. What provides the electrical power that eliminates the field?
Basically, footfalls. The people walking on it, are walking, jumping, running.
Yes, correct. So it's indeed kinetic energy or walking, running movement of the players. Third, Denham Harmon, a medical researcher, proposed the theory that aging was caused by free radicals in the body. This theory, though has been debunked, is still relevant for the health and wellness community, as they still promote the consumption of foods containing X, which are reducing agents that reduce the impact of free radicals. Vitamin A, C, and E are a few examples of X. Seconds.
Oxidizing.
Sorry, I can prompt you.
Oxygen rich.
Sorry, correct, Shraman.
Oxidants.
Again, I'll prompt you.
No, pass.
Sangeet?
Antioxidants, right?
Yeah, it's the opposite, antioxidants, right? So it's a reducing agent, not an oxidant.
Reduce.
Now, Sangeet, you directs. So हम अपने गम को song, I'll show you the video from the movie The Gentleman 1994, features this famous genus of X of flowering plants in the family Liliaceae. There are about 75 species of the spring blooming geophytes. Geophytes are plants having bulbs as storage organs. Its common name, Y, is probably from a Persian word for turban. turban. Right? The variegated patterns produced by Y-breaking virus resulted in a Y mania in 17th century Netherlands. Give X or Y. Just play this. Okay, take it away. Sangeet.
The tulips.
Correct. This is indeed tulips, or the genus being Tulipa. Second, an extra cover is added to the tents or added to tents to protect against bad weather and insects, with its name origin likely from the latter. The most common material used for this cover is polyester, which may be coated with materials like polyurethane. Identify this layer, which is of 8 letters, if the first portion of the word is also slang for cool or in style.
I protect or something.
Sorry?
I protect.
Oh, sorry, it's not incorrect. To Shaman?
Non-comp.
Sorry?
Non-comp. Non-comp.
Oh, no. Okay. Passing to Sanya.
Pass.
Moving.
Pass.
Okay, what's a non-club?
Is it like
That's with hip
fad
only,
and
no?
toe?
That's with hip only, no?
No, this is
HCP.
so insect. Think of the insect. It's fly sheep.
Right.
Okay.
Oh.
I was thinking fly, but then
Yeah, okay. Sangeet, your third. So, which alliteratively named stadium in Munich, 7,5, the first stadium in the world with a full color changing exterior of ethylene, tetrafluoroethylene, that is ETFE cushions. Sorry, there's a grammatical error, I think. The ETF is 100% recyclable and can retain its transparency and stand for over 30 years with little maintenance. Has its self-cleaning. Its high level of retention of long-wave thermal radiation creates a greenhouse effect, reducing energy cost by up to 30%.
I think this is a stadium, Alliance Arena.
Correct. This is indeed the Alliance Arena. Nice crack. Yeah, they can change it to any color because they have embedded lights into that. Samant, round 2, your directs. In 2019, Bordeaux Stadion, a sports venue in Klagenfurt, Austria, was the site of the Klaus Littmann's For Blank, the unending attraction of nature, which was the country's largest public art installation. The stadium underwent a remarkable transformation to make a point that nature might be restricted to specially designated areas in the future. Fill in the blank, which contrasted starkly with the artificial stadium and was relocated to nearby areas after the exhibition.
I don't know. Pass.
Tanya?
Pass.
Owen?
Pass.
Sangeet?
No, pass.
Any
This is
guesses?
forest.
Yeah, this is indeed forest. Yeah, there is a forest inside the stadium. Planted an entire forest, and they relocated it later. Now, second, earlier in his life, John Nash was diagnosed with paranoid blank based on his delusions, which were both grandiose and persecutory. Besides delusions, other symptoms, as per the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Illnesses (DSM-5), includes hallucination, disorganized speech, grossly disorganized or catatonic behavior, and diminished emotional expression. Fill in the blank.
Schizophrenia.
Correct. This is indeed paranoid schizophrenia. Third, in the Christmas of 1956, Harper Lee received a year's salary from her friends, so that she could take a year off from work and focus on writing. This resulted in a book published in 1960, which has sold over 30 million copies worldwide. The title of the book contains the name of New World passerine birds from the family Mimidae, or Mimidae, appropriately named because of their habit of mimicking other species of birds and other taxa like insects and amphibians, named the book.
Mockingjay.
Sorry, Sanya.
To Kill a Mockingbird.
Yeah, correct. This is To Kill a Mockingbird. This is one northern mockingbird on the left. Right. Now, directs for Sanya. In this, this bird appears in Lewis Carroll's Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, where the bird stages a caucus race. It is widely believed that this bird represented Carroll himself, whose real name was Charles Dodgson. They likely evolved from a lost flock of pigeons who landed on a Mauritius island and eventually lost their ability to fly. For this reason, the Nicobar pigeon, that is Calovinus nicobarica, is their closest ancestors named the bird.
Dodo.
Correct. This is indeed Toro. Raphis latest. Now, at 18, Demi Lovato came forward with her story of bullying, addiction, and eating disorder, cutting, and depression, which led to her being diagnosed with what disorder? As per DSM-5, it is a cycling of manic and or hypomanic and or depressive episodes, depending on whether it is type 1, 2, or cyclothymic. Britney Spears, Stephen Fry, and Kurt Cobain are the others who have or had it.
Bipolar disorder.
Correct. This is indeed bipolar disorder. Third, what's the name of the shield volcano on Mars? So the highest known mountain on any planet in the solar system, which rises 22 kilometers above the surrounding volcanic plains in the upland region called Tarsus. The word comes from the mountain home of the 12 Greek gods, sharing one name with the highest mountain in Greece.
Mons Olympus.
Correct. This is Mons Olympus. I think 3 on 3 there. Or the Mount Olympus. Mount Olympus being the highest in Greek. Directs to move in. After securing the tents with pegs onto the ground if needed, blank lines / ropes / cords are usually tied to the fly sheet to keep it separate from the inner tent body and allow proper ventilation. And to prevent condensation, nylon braided cords and braid polyester cords are some materials used for this. Fill in the blank if it's the same as the first name of the English director, whose movies include Sherlock Holmes and The Man from U.N.C.L.E.
Guy.
Yes, this is indeed Guy. I think I made a mistake and forgot to blank it out, but I guess you haven't seen this. So this is the Guy times.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, I
Well, it's
don't
only
think.
That's in the answer, no, not in the question.
Yeah, it is in the
The
answer.
previous answer.
Yeah, I also showed it in the fly sheet. I'll change it. It's okay. Now, second. So Nelson et al. Introduced a third category for biological secretions that doesn't fit within the categories of venoms and poisons. Examples are that of spitting snakes, that is Naja species, and Hemacatus. The Texas horned lizard, Phrenosoma cornutum, and fire salamander, and invertebrates like bombardier beetles in the family Carabidae. This term refers to toxic biological secretions delivered to the body surface of the victim without any accompanying wound. So what's the term? Five seconds.
Toxins.
Sorry. Someone?
Pass. Non-com.
Sangeet?
Pass.
Tanya?
Pass.
Okay.
Is it like exotoxin or
That
something?
projectile.
No. So this is an example of the Texas horned lizard, like to give a bad sense to the coyotes. Right. Now,
Yeah.
the answer is toxinogens, right? So
Oh,
let me see if
toxin.
anybody answers this answer this week. It's a tough one. Right. Third, Indian and slender-billed vulture populations declined by approximately 97% between 1992 and 2007, and white-trumped vultures by 99.9%. A non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug, 10 letters, commonly given to bovines to reduce joint pain before it was banned in India in 2006, was responsible for this by affecting vulture kidneys. Identify the drug.
Combiflam?
Sorry.
Pass. Fuck.
Sangeet?
Diclofenac.
Yeah, this is indeed diclofenac. Yeah, this is a ball and stick model. Diclofenac. Directs to you, Sangeet. Published in 1992, The Blank Brief is a legal suspense thriller by John Grisham, his third novel after A Time to Kill and The Firm. This novel was adapted to a 1993 movie starring Julia Roberts and Denzel Washington. The blank refers to a group of birds long thought to be related to frigate birds, cormorants, and bovies, but is now known to be more closely related to the shoebill and hammercock, and are placed in their own order, which contains ibises and herons. Their most striking feature is their golar pouch. Fill in the blank.
Pelican.
Yes, this is indeed pelican. There is a brown pelican from the US. Second, this pickup truck is a two-wheel drive vehicle, meaning that the two wheels are controlled simultaneously by receiving power and torque from the engine. Produced by the company with a blue logo, which is meant to show fluidity and adaptability. It has a wide variety of products, including iodized salt. What's the name of the vehicle, which is the name of a noble gas used in flash lamps and arc lamps? So 4,5 is what I'm looking for. I need the brand name and name of it.
Hmm.
Five seconds.
No, I don't know. Pass.
Saman,
Pass. Pass.
Tanya.
I thought some auction will happen by now. No, pass.
Okay. Moving.
Tata Organ?
Could you repeat that?
Tata Organ.
Oh, sorry.
Tata
that-
Xenon then.
Yeah, Xenon is correct.
Even I
Yeah.
was confused between argon and xenon.
Yeah, they both have 5 letters, so
I
both are
didn't
good
know
guesses.
either of them were used in arc lamps.
Yeah, so you'll have to actually know the name, I guess. With world's first modern synthetic insecticide, it says 31 letters, was brought into public consciousness by Rachel Carson through her book Silent Spring in 1962. It caused a global avian catastrophe through biomagnification, interfering with calcium metabolism and egg production. Due to this, just 417 bald eagles were left in the lower 48 US states by 1963, and the California condor went extinct in the wild by 1987. I'll accept the observation.
DDT.
Yes, this is DDT. Do you know what the full form is? It's actually here.
We used to have.
Dichloro-diphenyl
forgotten.
trichloroethane. Right?
Ethane.
Yeah, 2 chlorine here, then
Yeah.
phenyl groups plus 3 chlorine. Yeah, partway through. So Sani and Sangeet are close by, followed by Mohan and Shaman. Shaman, your directs. This pickup truck has a brand name, which is one letter replacement away from the brand, which is the original creators of the instant Operaman and originates from the same country. The vehicle has three names, one of which is the appellation given to space in Star Trek, which is the name used for sales in the Americas and some selected markets. The third generation D41 model of this vehicle has a revised high-strength steel ladder frame chassis. Identify the vehicle. Need the brand and the name of the vehicle.
Is it Nissan Frontier?
Excellent. This is indeed Nissan Frontier. Nicely worked out. Also known as Nissan Navara and Nissan MP 300. A second. This. Yeah. So question is, that's a sound converted to audible sound. A spacecraft named Blank Huygens, or simply Blank, recorded while being hit by millions of dust particles, has went through a gap in Saturn's icy rings at a speed of about 70,000 kilometers per hour. NASA ESA and ASI, that is the Italian Space Agency, sent the probe to study the planet and its systems, such as the rings and natural satellites. Fill in the blank if it's the name after the Italian astronomer Giovanni Domenico Blanc, discoverer of Saturn's ring divisions and 4 of its satellites.
Is it Christian?
Sorry, it's incorrect.
Cassini.
Cassini is correct. There's a model of that. Now, third question for you, Shravan.
फुल गेंदवा न मारो लगत करे जेवा में चोट.
Okay, so the Hindustani classic sung by the Manna there in the movie Dooj Ka Chand in 1964 translates to "Don't hit me with blank flowers, they give bruises to my heart." Which flower, deriving its name from the biblical Mary and widely used in India for rituals and garlands, is the flower I'm looking for. It came to India as part of the Columbian exchange from its native range of Mexico. The common name now mostly refers to the genus Tagetes, which has a fluffier flower, as seen in the video, compared to the other genus Calendula. Both produce insect-repelling compounds like pyrethrin, carvacrol, and thymol.
Is it marigold?
Yeah, this is indeed marigold. Directs to Sanya. While venomous animals require a fast injection system packed with a certain type of tissue due to their active mode of defense or attack, poisonous animals lack this tissue because it is unnecessary for them to deliver the poison. Therefore, the poison glands of amphibians in general are devoid of this tissue, relying only on a thin monolayer of myoepithelial cells around the secretory epithelium, which simulates a relatively slow discharge to the body surface. This tissue deriving its name from Latin for mouse.
Muscle?
Yes, this is indeed a muscle. It comes from moose, right? Mouse. Now,
Nice.
second, number one, place polyester paste in a tube with a very thin hole at the end. Second, insert powdered color pigments at the same time. Three, push the materials you're using an endless / extrusion screw out of the tube. And 4, sorry, the numbering is wrong. Stretch and roll this dyed yarn. So these are the steps of a dyeing process, which is called the 4-hyphen dyeing, used by Quechua to create fabric for creation of tents and other materials. Since traditionally dyeing is done by soaking in large quantities of water and pigment, it doesn't waste large volumes of water. This word can also mean drugs. So give me that 4-letter word. 10 seconds.
Pull.
Sorry. Samant,
Pass.
Owen,
Pass.
Sangeet.
No, pass.
It's an alliteratively named process. Any
Dope only, yeah.
dope is correct. It's dope dye.
I was thinking dope, but it didn't make sense with the tubes and stuff.
See, dope might also be a word to say something is cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it does. I actually changed the clue because it's already there in another question. Yeah. Play the video. Question is October, it is in 2018, is a movie about Shiuli, played by Banita Sandhu, who enters a state of coma after a fall, and Dan, played by Varun Dhawan, who becomes obsessed with taking care of her. Shiuli is the name for a plant species seen in the video, a recurring motif in the movie, which gets its two of its names shared with another species, Celestum nocturnum, from the fact that it blank at a specific time. Give it scientific name or one of the English common names if it is known by variants of Parijat in various Indian languages.
Mm,
That's the thing.
I'll say autumnus nocturnum.
Hey, that's correct. Shaman?
Is it called pigeon bloom?
Sorry,
Is it called pigeon bloom?
that's incorrect. To move it.
Evening fragrance.
That's also incorrect. Sangeet?
No, pass.
Evening is close by, but it's not crepuscular.
Night
It's
something.
nocturnal, right? So
Night.
night blooming jasmine. One second.
Night coming chest.
It's Nyctandus arbotristis, translates to that, and also known as the queen of the night, or coral jasmine, or tree of sorrow, because it keeps on giving these white red flowers, right? Right. Next to move in. For mapping the surface of Mars, an arbitrary zero elevation level or vertical datum called areoid is defined. If in Earth, zero elevation datum is based on xy, the geoid, which is based on an entity, mass, blank. Identify xy.
Sea level.
Yes, this is indeed sea level. Entity being the ocean or sea. Right? They take the shape of geoid, the water. Leonardo DiCaprio has admitted that he feels the need to walk through doorways numerous times and step on sidewalk stains left by used chewing gum. Identify this disorder with a 3-letter acronym. In the DSM-5, the second word is characterized as repetitive behaviors or mental acts. Person feels driven to perform in response to a blank or according to the rules that must be applied rigidly.
OCD.
Correct. This is OCD or obsessive compulsive disorder. Third, an interesting fact of geometry is the sum of interior angles of a triangle on a sphere is more than 180 degrees. A triangle in the interior half, that is in the red or orange region, as you can see in the picture, of a torus will have sum of interior angles less than 180 degrees, while on the exterior half, that is in the blue region, the sum of angles exceeds 180 degrees. What is the mathematical quantity that determines this 8,9 or 5,9 letters. The first part of another name for normal distribution and statistic, named after Carl Friedrich Blank, is also the first part of the answer. Five seconds.
Gauss distribution.
I'll prompt you.
No, I pass it.
Okay. Saman,
Pass.
Sangeet.
Gaussian curvature.
Correct. This is indeed Gaussian curvature or Gauss curvature. And the Gaussian distribution being another name for normal distribution in statistics. Sangeet, your directs. The chemical arsenal in amphibians is primarily geared towards defense. Upon biting, the oral mucosa of the predator or aggressor comes in contact with the amphibian, which is a potential victims. Poison gland secretions present in the poison or granular glands and mucus glands. Among which two groups of amphibians of the order Chordata can you find toxic compounds present in both glands? But they are not the only two groups. The names of the groups are contained within the name of the main protagonist of the Fantastic Beasts series, one plainly and one very close to the spelling.
Newts and salamanders.
Yes, this is indeed newts and salamanders. I think two of these, I guess. Yeah. And this is a picture of Hellbender in US, shown in US, and Newt on the left. An example. Second, breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Is a claim partly popularized by whom to promote his breakfast cereal company. His older brother was also involved in it. This claim, which still remains unsubstantiated, caused fear amongst people to take breakfast seriously, which was further followed up by pseudoscience articles correlating heart disease with not having eaten breakfast.
Kellogg's. John R.B. Kellogg's.
Correct. This is yeah. I'll give it for Kellogg, but the John Harvey is the
Kellogg's,
brother. John
Yeah.
Harvey is the brother of William Keith.
William
Kellogg, who
Keith.
found-
William
yeah.
Keith. Yeah.
Yeah, but both of them actually were involved in the propagation of this myth. Probably John was more involved in it. Third, at which place in Mars, 8 letters, did the Spirit rover find rocks 10 times richer in the chemicals magnesium and iron carbonates than any other Martian rock studied before? These rocks formed in Mars's warm and had near neutral pH water. The place shares its name with the tribe to which Toronto belongs to in The Lone Ranger, starring Johnny Depp.
Cherokee.
Sorry,
Cherokee.
and saying correct to Shravan.
Pass.
Just a second.
Tanya,
Pass.
Bhuvan.
Iroquois. Iroquois.
Sorry, both good guesses, but this is Comanche. Right. Yeah, we are at the fourth round, final round. Did Sangeet come back?
Sorry. Yeah.
Okay, Sangeet, so yeah. Summon your questions. The methyl form of which element bioaccumulates and causes extensive poisoning of fish-eating birds, domestic cats, and people. The common looness in some regions of Canada was found to have high concentrations to impair reproduction. The most famous example of this sort of poisoning happened in Minamata Bay.
Mercury.
Yes, this is indeed mercury. Now, this curve has the property that it is approaching all points on the y-axis between -1 and 1 as x approaches 0. This is an interesting way in which the limit x tends to 0 does not exist. Name this curve, that is 10 apostrophe s 4, curve if one of its name 6,4 curve includes the capital of Poland. Either name is accepted.
Warsaw Free Curve.
Interesting guess, but incorrect.
Hmm.
Tanya? Sania, are you there? Okay, I'll have to pass. Sangeet?
I'll pass, yeah.
Okay. Moving.
Passing.
Warsaw is correct and curve is also correct, but you need sine. So this is either
Yeah.
topologist sine curve or a Warsaw sine curve. Summon the third. This diet, 8 letters, which was first proposed by the self-proclaimed Dr. Robert Young, who was imprisoned for practicing medicine without a license. He attempted to treat a patient's cancer by giving her shots of baking soda. Another proponent of this diet was Alfredo Bowman, aka Dr. Sebi, who was very popular among the African American community and had celebrity patients like Michael Jackson, Lisa Lopez, and John Travolta, being others. Identified this diet, its name deriving from the chemical property of food they advocated.
Pass.
Tanya?
Alkaline diet?
Yes, this is indeed alkaline diet. His book was called The pH Miracle, like 2-3 books under the same name, pH Miracle. Now, directs you, Sanya. Acetamiprid, clothianidin, imidacloprid, and thiamethoxam are the world's most commonly implemented insecticides with clearly established impact on non-target insects, most famously the bees, which results in high levels of bird mortality and decline in insectivore bird populations. What are they collectively known as, which translates to resembling new plus chief active constituent of tobacco? Oh, sorry.
You don't mind clarifying? Is it one word or 2 words?
One word.
Hmm. Qua- Neoform nicotines.
Sorry. Could you repeat that?
Neoform nicotines.
I can give it to you. Sorry, Shaman.
Pass.
Thank you.
No, I'll pass.
Moving.
Neonicotinoids.
Correct. This is indeed neonicotinoids or neonics, as they are popularly abbreviated. So they interfere with the brain, causes paralysis and like neural transmission and stuff in the bee's brain. Second to you. Right. The interactions of charged electromagnetic particles in the solar wind, planetary magnetospheres, etc., create vibrations, that is, soundscapes. The soundscape of Jupiter was recorded by the NASA twin probes Blank 2, launched on August 20th, 1977, and Blank 1, launched on September 5, 1977. They are the furthest human-made objects from Earth, and Blank 1 is the first spacecraft to reach interstellar space. So fill in the blank.
Gemini.
Sorry, Shaman.
Voyager.
Yeah, this is indeed the Voyager. They are twin probes that were sent,
Yeah.
I think, a few days apart, like 2 weeks apart.
Wait, so Voyager 2 was in first?
Yeah, that's the thing. So Voyager 2 actually was launched first, and then Voyager
Oh, I
1.
didn't know that.
Yeah, although the speed of Voyager 1 was faster, it was faster and reached further. Third, this pickup truck is a front-wheel drive subcompact coupe utility vehicle whose body will be changed to a compact, that is larger sized unibody design in the next generation, third generation. What vehicle is this? Whose name is either the name of a state in USA associated with a fictional singer with dual identity, or for Mexico, a violently rotating column of air manufactured by an old company with a bow tie logo, which manufactured the world's first SUV. Give the name, brand name plus the name.
Mm,
5 seconds.
the Chevrolet Tornado.
Yes, that is indeed the answer.
Nice.
Nicely worked out. Chevrolet Tornado
Oh,
or Montana.
Montana.
Yeah. This is that title. Directs to you, Movin. This cab over truck and micro van, Japan's first truck compliant with the country's strict K-TORA or vehicle tax class, has a rear engine, rear wheel drive layout. Which vehicle, whose name is the same as a deer or a lentil and vegetable based dish of southern India, made by a brand which is associated with lesbians because it particularly targeted its marketing on lesbians? So name brand plus name the vehicle.
Subaru Sambar.
Could you repeat?
Subaru Sambar.
Yes, excellent. This is indeed Subaru Sambar. And yeah, they're really cute vehicles. Really small and interesting. Second, in this book, the author, who is more well known by this his pseudonym, describes a bird near Julia and Winston during their first secret meeting. A thrush had alighted on a bough not 5 meters away and then began to pour forth a torrent of song. The music went on and on, minute after minute, with astonishing variations, never once repeating itself. This is incorrect because none of the 6 species of thrushes, including the song thrush likely referenced here, found in the UK, have non-repeating songs. In fact, one of the distinctive features of song thrush call is their repetition. Name the book.
(1984).
Yes, this is indeed 1984. Nicely worked out. Orwell was also known as Eric Arthur Blair, and that is his pseudonym. Now, third,
और अब देखो तो
okay, this scene in Sholay 1975, we see Radha, played by Ajay Bachchan, watering shrubs with clusters of yellow, pink, and orange flowers. This is a sad yet funny scene considering the fact that she was watering what is one of the most invasive species of plants in the world, brought by British to India in 1841, which currently threatens nearly 40% of India's tiger habitats. It crowds out native species and can disrupt succession, increase forest fires, and decrease biodiversity. Give any one of its names.
Pass.
Raman,
Pass.
Sangeet,
Forgot to pass.
Tanya.
Is it Ixora?
No, that's a different species.
Just,
I'm
It's
pretty sure
another
that
trusty word.
everyone has seen this somewhere along the road or
Yeah, definitely.
yeah.
so. This is
Remember the name.
Lantana camara, right?
So,
Scientific. The common lantana. There are so many names in different places. It, wild sage and being an English name. Now, last set of questions. Sangeet, you're direct. A philosopher known for his masterpiece, The Republic, hypothesized that the classical elements like earth, water, air, fire were made up of 5 fundamental regular shapes. These shapes are regular polyhedra, which have contiguous sides being regular polygons, and the same number of faces intersect at each vertex. These shapes are tetrahedron, cube, octahedron, dodecahedron, and icosahedron. Give the collective name for these shapes or name the philosopher.
platonic solids.
Yes, this is indeed platonic solids or Plato. Second question. While the electromagnetic sounds recorded by Rosetta required a lot of processing to make them audible, an earlier probe, that is NASA's Blank probe, which flew past Comet Tempel 1 in 2011, heard something much closer to the human audible sounds when dust grains and larger debris of ice broke off the comet and hit the probe's protective shield. What's the probe's name if it is the second part of David Bowie's omnisexual alien alter ego? Neat.
Right. Who was the alien? No, yeah. Stardust?
Yes, this is indeed Stardust. Ziggy Stardust being the alter ego. And this is the model of it. Last question of the game. Jane Fonda and Princess Diana suffered from what disorder? XY, 7 consumer letters. That includes, as per DSM-5, recurrent episodes of binge eating and inappropriate compensatory behavior in order to prevent weight gain, such as self-induced vomiting. People with a related disorder, anorexia Y, are underweight, while the ones with XY have a normal weight.
Bulimia nervosa?
Excellent. This is indeed bulimia nervosa. I can paste the answer if you want.